Are you jealous at some point that the last 2 episodes I've had the bird with me?
No, I'll tell you the truth about that. I do have sniff withdrawals. Like I want to smell the bird. I'll be like, no.
You sleep like that?
I need to get up and what? Kenny's on a time crunch. Give him a fucking cup. And then he's in there making you a whole mocha
Whipping
latte. Whipping it up. I'm like, George, do you understand movie magic? He just needs a cup.
Yeah. What happened? What happened?
They know what happened. That was funny. So...
That's all I have. That's it.
1, 2, 3.
Hello and welcome to the Creators Podcast, coming to you from Co-Create Studios in Los Angeles. I'm Marlene McCohen, and this is my co-host HollywoodkP, aka Kenny.
We're coming live from Santa Claus's den. It is cold in this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Brian trying to freeze us out of here. It's like Happy Feet in here.
I don't know where. I thought, like, in the world I come from, the talent is like.
Oh yeah. They make sure that.
Yeah.
Right here's the crew.
Yeah.
As long as the crew is good, all right. We got
everyone else suffers.
I was shivering. Me and the bird was up here doing a Harlem Shake for a minute.
Oh my God.
Dang.
So today we're going to talk about how to monetize your talents on social media, which is a very interesting subject because so many people do it in so many different ways.
Absolutely.
Right?
How do you do it?
Well, obviously... I say obviously, like everybody knows. No, I do it in many different ways. Obviously, we have merch. We have the merch store. We have subscription boxes. We have a lot of things that I'm told a lot of YouTubers would not even bother with and get into. Because as a YouTuber, usually you're approached by companies like Teespring and things like that they're like, hey, we've streamlined it for you, and... you know, you can upload your logo and people can just buy these things. But, like, that doesn't work for me. I mean...
It doesn't?
In hindsight, it would have been a great idea.
Yeah.
But I really like to choose the materials and choose, like also, those things have limits to where you can print on them. We print things in special ways and, you know, so I really wanted to do it on my own. But it does create a lot of work.
I know a lot of people for their merch kind of just go through the system. I think they just send like the logo kind of thing, and they have these companies that print them once it's ordered, like, you know what I mean? So to order. I think a couple of my homies do that. I need to get into that merch. That's where the money is with the merch. No?
It can be. It really can be.
Yeah.
But the issue is, like, how do you want to do it? Like, if you upload it onto one of those sites and, you know, you have merch made for you, it's really hard to be hands-on with it, right? You upload it, then, you know, now you got to buy your own merch to have it, which is fine because that's a much smaller investment than purchasing it all and selling it and having customer service and running a website. So, yes. But, like... I think the reason our merch is so successful is because I know the feel. And like I have it like all accessible to me to wear at all times and to show off, and it just makes it a little bit different.
Do you ever give? Because I know a lot of people do this. My homie Aaron, he has Hustle Matters as his like clothing brand merch line, and he makes sure he gives, you know, pieces of clothing out to different influencers and celebrities and such, so they can wear it and make posts, and so you can get more eyes on it and bring.
We have done that with our subscription boxes.
Okay.
And it works really well. People are really excited to get them. With our merch, I don't think we've ever targeted anyone specifically to wear it. It kind of always did well, and we kind of didn't ever have enough because it can be a large investment to make right away, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I remember our first Vinny Gang hoodies, I remember saying, so George, it's going to cost me like $4,000 to make them. And he was like, $4,000? Like, what if you don't sell any? And I'm like, if I don't believe in me, who's going to believe in me? I'm like, I just got my tax return. I'm going to spend it on that. And he goes, okay, go ahead. And we sold out of those because it doesn't exist in the market like cool stuff for birds. Even the people making stuff now,
It's not even close to what you got
No,
going.
it's not even close.
So are you going to do more
what-
stuff then?
Yeah, I
Keep
have
adding
something
on?
that I'm really been excited about for years, and I still
Yeah.
haven't dropped it.
Nice.
And I definitely, but it's cool. Like we have Lexi on today, right?
We got Lexi.
Collins.
We got Lexi. We got
And-
my new bird, homie. Are you jealous at some point that the last 2 episodes I've had the bird with me?
No, I'll tell you the truth about that. I do have sniff withdrawals. Like I
Okay.
want to smell the bird really bad. But I want birds ultimately to be happy. And this
Look at
bird
that.
has come from a very sad situation. Not sad. Actually, the bird has lived a happy life in a really happy home.
Nice.
Why this is a sad situation is right now is because this bird has been with its owner for 30 years. 30 years is a long time, and this lady would have had the bird forever
Yeah.
if she wasn't going to her kind of next stage of life.
Yeah.
Not necessarily not a nursing home, but I think like
Assisted living probably.
an assisted living situation. So they, worked really hard to find a place for the bird to go. And right now, I have the bird, and look, the bird needs comfort. When you're moving a bird from a situation like that, they need a lot of comfort and care. Like this morning, when I went to get this bird out of the cage, the bird did not want to come. The bird was like it was all upset.
He said that?
Yes.
Okay.
And the thing is, at that point, what do? A regular person would be like, oh, okay, the bird doesn't want to come. And they just start ignoring the bird. Slowly, it would that's how the bird likes it. I'm no, you're going to get out. You're going to get acclimated. We're going to find stuff for you to do today.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening here. So for me, the fact that this bird is finding a lot of comfort in you is just amazing.
Oh, yeah, that's the homie. It's the homie right here. What's his name? Pork chop? What's
This
up?
is, they called the bird Hosey, but also Jose.
I'm gonna go with Jose. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Hosey. I've never heard that.
George thinks the bird is a female.
Oh, we don't know.
With birds, you got to DNA test them. A lot of them.
That's too much.
Not every bird, but
That's a lot. That's a lot.
what's a lot?
Getting a DNA test with, you'll just have a unisex name and we'll just rock out. Okay.
I am so impressed with you because the way you acted around birds with your attitude when you first saw a bird and when you found out some of your friends were bird owners.
Because it's a lot. Brian, people like Marlene has bird. We don't have just birds in Detroit like that, just willy-nilly all around in front of us hanging out. You know what I mean?
I got kids.
Yeah, see, so naturally it's like a bird just here? What do you mean? But now I do love animals. Shayna, do you like animals too?
I love animals.
Shayna loves animals. Oh, she has a lot of animals. I do. Is there things I just wasn't ready for yet?
But you are so great with them.
I'm working on it. This is the
No,
closest
you're
a bird has been to my face, I feel
The
like.
thing with you, though, is you have no fear, I notice. I'll tell you, this bird's going to bite you. You'll be like,
Oh, I'll just be playing. I'll really be scared. Really? I'm scared. I'm scared of so much.
But you put yourself in those situations, then you must be, are you the type of person that tries to tackle your fear?
No.
What are you talking about? I told you some birds would rip your finger off.
I still sleep with a nightlight on. I cannot play around with that dark. Okay? I am not. Do you know what's in there?
In the dark?
Yes.
Do you know what you can see with a little bit of light that you wouldn't see if it was completely dark?
I prefer that. Okay? That I need. I don't want my feet hanging out of the blanket. I need the blanket up to my neck for vampires.
Yeah. You want me to give you a real one to add to your list?
Something scary?
Just you always want to keep the toilet seat down so that evil souls don't come up through the.
Oh, Jesus.
You heard that before?
No.
And I'm OCD, so when I remember things like that, I get really on top of it. And I'll be sleeping all in the perfect situation. I'll be like, no,
You sleep like that?
I need to get up and what?
With your arm? Like a vampire? You sleep like that?
Sometimes, yeah.
With the
I
arm?
taught myself to sleep on my back to avoid wrinkles.
Oh my. What? That's a thing?
Yeah, because why do you think they have these things? It's all because you're sleeping on the side of your face for 10 hours. You're putting it there. If you sleep on your back,
You have to teach yourself to do that?
I never slept on my back before. But I can sleep in any position
Okay.
because I don't know, I like to sleep. So, Kenny, what'd you get up to this week?
You know, it's been a week. I have not seen you. What have I done? Like I told you, me and my guy Brandon, who you all know, we are filming our movie. We start this Friday, so tomorrow. So my creative juices have been into that. Where you going, Bird? You up now? Okay. I couldn't see. I don't know what be happening there. But yeah, so that's all of my time and efforts right now. Getting this movie situated, piecing that together. That's it. I'm gonna be back into creating. You see, I got a haircut, okay? Because I got to be on camera. You know, you see the new KP stepped out.
Hey-o.
All right, bro. Let them know. We don't have music for this. No,
Murdering Santa Claus.
Nah, this is just for me, Marlene. I don't need this. Just for. Yeah, I'm back. All right, y'all. I just want to let y'all know, I got the crispy cut in. That means we Hollywood KP today again, So that's about it, Marlene. I just changed my voice so it's serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, that's a better voice for radio.
Yeah,
I'm going to go down to that register, too.
Okay, I appreciate it. Well, I was just going to stay here. But that's it. That's all I did this week. Is that it?
So all you did this week, you haven't even started yet. Starts tomorrow.
It starts tomorrow. Yeah. We all pre-production. All pre-production. We're good. That's it.
You were at
Everything's
my
together.
house a few times this week.
Was it this week?
I think so. I have no idea. We had a reshoot.
We did reshoot.
Yeah,
I feel like I lost track. I went to a birthday party.
Oh, you tried to get George to go to that porn party.
Porn party.
Yeah, and then he didn't post anything about it on social media.
You can't post things about this.
You
kind of
said
stuff.
I was going to get to see it in the story.
I thought I would be able to. I mean, it wasn't crazy. Brian, it wasn't crazy.
Why was Brian there?
He wasn't there. He could have came.
In spirit.
Yeah, I would listen. If people to know me, if you my homie and I can take you to certain things, you can roll with me. It's just I can't take too many dudes because it's like a
I
limit.
wanted to go with him. He said, "What's the reason I can't go, KP?"
You would talk the girls out of doing porn.
I would not.
You would, why do you do this? You would be like, so why do you do this? There's nothing else that you can do. What?
No.
How
I would
does
never.
everyone feel? You would.
What
you
you're
would turn
mistaken.
up.
No, I'm going to tell you something. First of all, I've talked someone into porn before.
Who was that?
It's a whole long story, but
Okay, well, I wanna
they
hear
were
that.
already kind of in it,
Oh,
and to save themselves, I was like, "You better get back in because this is your way out
Yeah.
of your current situation." The thing is, I don't judge what anybody does.
Nice.
I love that people do things that I couldn't do. I'm actually impressed by it. I do care to know why and what motivates them, but in no way to convince them for or against. I'm just curious because I'm an actor. I want to
feel you.
know if I had to play that part, like what got me to that situation.
Porn parties probably wouldn't be the best time to ask.
I wouldn't ask them back there.
Not then. So George isn't allowed to go to things of that magnitude.
He's not allowed to go anywhere with you.
Why? I'm sociable. We have a good time. I drink a
Leor,
little
would you
bit.
be allowed to go anywhere with Kenny?
Yes.
Yes.
You would not.
What? I am a
You
great host.
would
When Brian can go.
No way.
See, look, Brian. Yes.
Could you, Leor, go to a porn party with Kenny?
No, that's another subject.
Yeah, that was the subject I was on, Leor. Don't try to make yourself look
Nobody
cool.
has to know it's a porn party. That's why you don't post about, hey, I'm going to this birthday party. Cool. I told y'all so y'all knew the urgency of which I had to leave.
My problem with George is he wants to bring everybody to be.
Okay,
You know?
that's tasty.
And
we got lit off of that.
goes
Shout out to
wild when
George
there's
with that
Tubi
Tubi
at
bottle.
a party.
Yeah.
And so I'm not sending him there. What happened when you took that Tubi to the party? Anything?
I mean, people were really drunk. They got the dancing and.
That's it?
I mean, pretty for the most part. It was a lot of dancing and
Because that's different
a
than what
lot
happened
of-
at my party.
Oh no, it was no great. Yeah,
One of
no.
my porn star friends that was at
Who is
my
that? So,
party
what's her name?
on 4th of July
Yeah,
ends up slapping George's mother.
that doesn't make sense to me.
It's a long story. I've got stories that are not okay for radio or wherever we're at
I
podcast.
think they're all okay.
I don't know, dude.
I'm
Like,
pretty sure we would love to hear all of those. Is she still the homie?
who's homie? My homie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that, you don't like George's mom.
No, I love Georgia's mom. I don't go calling her. It was a
Okay.
situation. There was she
It
was
was just
under
too
the
heated.
influence of this Israeli drink that makes people crazy. Unless you're Israeli, then you're totally fine.
Okay.
These guys can drink it in the morning and go to work.
Yeah, because George drinks. He took like 3 or 4 shots when we were shooting. It was fine.
So he doesn't understand. Like I'm like, dude, he put a real alcohol in your drink, and he wanted to make you a shot. I'm like, George, we're gonna get demonetized. Does that mean anything to you?
They don't know.
Okay. Okay.
George does not sound like that, everyone. I want y'all to know.
Then I'm like, get. Then he's like, oh, we're redoing the scene, so I have to get Kenny, the mocha latte that I made him last time. I'm like, Kenny's on a time crunch. Give him a fucking cup. And then he's in there making you a whole mocha latte, whipping it up. I'm like, George, do you understand movie magic? He just needs a cup.
Yeah.
Stop wasting time making it real.
Yeah.
He's like, but he had this last time. I'm like, all the garbage we shot before is now garbage. This is not connected. I don't know. His motives. You know what? I'm calling the hotline, the husband customer service hotline for this, because.
Is that why you made that? For people to know you had something. I did see it.
Did you see it?
I did. And it was funny. Is that how you came up with that?
No.
Are we able to see that too? Some of it? At least a piece?
When you asked me what I did this week, I'm pumped right now.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
First of all, Leo always like, he's coming into my office being like, I filmed this, I filmed that, whatever. Then I told him, I'm like, I have this idea of this thing I want to film called the husband customer service hotline.
Yeah.
You call up and you're like, how long does it take for my husband to put a mirror on a wall? And the other girl's like, 3 months. It's like, what? How did you know? And Leor gets all lit and he's like, yeah, oh my God, that's so funny. I got a live one of those right now. I'm like, what do you mean you have a live one? He goes, yeah, my wife, she asked me, we got a recall on our treadmill monitor. So I took it off to send it back, and they sent me a new one and I haven't put it up yet. I'm like,
what treadmill monitor? What's the name of that?
Nordic Track.
Okay, because I know another one that we have, it was the same thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Same. Yep.
So we have the same one. So I said to him, really? How long has it been? He goes, 3 months. I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? He said, if your wife asked you if you asked your wife to do something, how long would it take her? Probably a few minutes. It'd be weighing on her. He's like, I'm a guy. I'm like, okay. So anyway, then Leor goes, this is a great idea. I'm going to do this with real estate. I'm like, what? You're going to steal my idea? He's like, it's different. It's real estate.
Different.
This motherfucker.
What do you do?
Is motivated, okay?
Yeah.
By the next day, he sends me 3 examples of these that he's already filmed. I call him. I'm like, you're such a copycat. Da-da-da. He's like, well, you better get on it. It's a good idea. You better get on it. And then I'm like, and then he goes, but I'll help you.
Yeah.
You want to make yours? I'll
That's
help
nice.
you.
At
And I
least he
wanted
did
to be
that.
all egotistical, fuck, I don't need your help, you thief.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I need your help.
You do need the help.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come in. I think I need your help. Actually,
and you came up with the entire idea for your skit.
Script, whatever, brought it. And then Leor, he's very much a starter. I come in, I got the outfit, whatever, everything ready, and he goes, we're filming this today. I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm here. He goes, no. We're editing it and everything today too. And I'm like,
yeah,
okay. Of course.
Yeah.
Amazing. But then it hit me. I'm like, oh yeah, see, I needed him to steal my idea.
Yeah.
Because
it sparked him. Yeah.
Nice big threat for me right now. I'm like, better not post that till I post my idea. Right. So now I'm going to tell him all my good ideas, because he'll steal them in 1 second.
Anyway.
He'll have the real estate version out in 2 seconds, and I'll be threatened, and then I have to get in here. This is perfect.
I like that.
It's absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
So
I want to see it.
It was a lot of fun.
A little bit,
I don't
but
know if they have it. I don't know how that works.
it might not be done all the way, too.
It's not all the way done. There are pieces of it. If they bring it up, we can talk about. They can bring up a second.
But you're going to start shooting those in that kind of, because it was more of a green screen skit based. You played the same person.
Yeah. Do
you like that?
Okay, I was just the perfect person to play both parts. What I had in my head, and I guess social media makes that okay, you know, but. I usually don't ever write 2 parts for myself, and I never write anything for a green screen.
Same.
I don't ever want to deal with that. But actually, Leor is unbelievable at he just pulled this thing.
We're giving him a lot of credit right now.
And he still hasn't hung up his wife's monitor.
Of course he hasn't.
No, but how long would it take you if your girlfriend says, hey, can you hang up this mirror or whatever?
She's pretty mean. So I'll probably get it pretty quickly, because she's going to if it's not done in a couple minutes, she'll make sure that it gets done.
So
okay?
like, what does she do? She comes home and she's like, I got this mirror I want to hang up, and you got to do it.
Yeah,
then.
so if I'm like playing a video game or something, like, yeah, I'll get to it. Don't worry about it. I got you. Some time will go by. She's like, dang, I sure wish my mirror was up. I'm like, okay, just give me a second. And then something might happen. She's like, can you come get this mirror right now? Those are punches.
What is it that happens? What
Those
happens?
are punches right there.
No. Before that, what happens? You said something will happen, and then she's like,
Oh, like
Can-
she'll, it won't be up still. I haven't done it, so I can be doing something else.
will she be
whatever.
doing anything about it? Like, will
she'll get on me, or
Yeah.
or to really kind of like
Yeah.
hurry me up. She'll act like she's about to do it, kind of thing. So she'll go over and be like, and start doing it, and I'm like, all right, I got you. What you doing? I'm putting up the mirror since you don't. Okay, I got it. Don't worry. Come on.
Why? Because like she will do it wrong, or you don't want her to be right, or
No,
like what?
because I'm gonna do it because she asked. So she shouldn't have to do it if she already asked me to do it. I'm bullshitting, taking my time. I mean, but it's like
not a
it's
control
not
freak
a
thing?
rush. I don't feel like it's a rush.
It
Like,
is a fucking rush.
It's gonna get
fucking rush.
It's gonna get done when it gets done.
It's a rush, and I'm going to tell you why it's a rush.
me
And I
why it's a
appreciate you
rush.
claiming you do it on the same day. I want to have her in here and find out if you do it in the same day. But
Yeah.
good for her. She goes, you know what Lior tried to tell me?
What'd he say?
I said, Lior, would it work on you, this, if like she went and started pretending she's going to do it herself? He's like, nah, that wouldn't work on me. I'm like, yes, it would. He's like, nah, I wouldn't fall for it because I know that I'm being like set up. I'm like, yes, you would fall for it because you know you're being set up, but you also know you're going to be set up for the aftermath
Yeah.
if she puts that damn
aftermath.
thing on.
It's a lot, and I don't like to deal with that. I do not like turmoil and arguments, Brian. You know what I mean? I don't like it. All right. So by any means, if I can get out of that, oh, birdie.
Yeah, because you know what? If you're a guy that doesn't listen and you don't like do the thing or like, and I'm only saying this because like I feel like I can't speak for everyone, but if you ask me to do something, I have it in my head until like I really want to take care of it. If you make me scream, you are an inflammatory liability to me. Okay? You are causing inflammation in my system, and now you've become an inflammatory liability. Yes, I said that. I told my mom that. She loves it. She said, your father drains me. And I was like, no, he's an adrenal liability. So,
That's wow.
yeah.
The way women do us is just so ridiculous. Okay. Oh, the video, we got it now. Let's take a little peeky peek.
Husband customer service hotline. Hi, yes, I'm
you seen
having
it?
a serious problem with my husband. I need him to hang up a mirror and he's just like not doing it. Okay, how many months has it been? Months? How do you know it's been months? Honey, a lot of models come with that factory defect. Oh my God, what am I supposed to do? Okay, I'm gonna need a little more information. Is his model more hands-on or does he like to control things? Control things, definitely. Those are honestly the easiest ones. 1 second, I'm just gonna get out my manual. All right, what we got here? We got mommy issues.
That's a good green screen in the background, too.
I know.
That's really good green screen.
Nagging. Okay, here we go. What you gotta
So yeah,
do with this
this
model
is the
get
skit.
Nice.
Okay, so the creator I have chosen is A-Fam Bobby. You know him.
Yep,
He's a
yep.
real good friend of DPZ's. The reason I chose him is because he's going viral right now with this video,
Okay.
which, by the way, is not in English, so I don't understand it 100% perfectly. But he's basically making fun of Americanized Mexicans.
Okay.
Now, the reason I'm shouting him out is because this is his first viral video.
Nice.
And since we know him personally,
Yeah.
I know that this is like his
Big
dream.
thing for him.
No,
Yeah.
because he has been hanging out with DPZ, like everything he drops is a gem.
Yeah.
And A-Fam Bobby is really such a great motivator. Like, he is so giving of his love and his time. Like, when they showed up at the Co-Create party, right away he was like, oh, come on, DPZ, we got to get like 5 videos for you out. So,
Yeah, he's dope.
yeah, and he talks to me personally about like his journey. And he too had an issue with drugs and staying clean. And
I think that's how they met.
that's how
actually.
they met in the halfway house. And so he felt like he was always trying to do something and never succeeding. And he told me last night, he always shares his videos with me, and he told me, this is amazing. This is going viral. This is my dream.
Yeah.
And
that's dope.
he said, I can't believe it's happening when I'm clean.
Yeah.
You know? And so I think
Nice.
it's just really important to give him, like,
Absolutely.
you know, that motivation. And this is how, this is what a sweetheart he is. When I asked him, I said, I just want to give you a heads up. I'm going to give a shout out to you. He
Yeah.
said, can you shout out my friend Sarah Lopez?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, is she a creator? And he's like, no, she's just a really big fan of you and she loves birds. And I was like,
that.
you are just so sweet. So shout out to Sarah Lopez, but that just shows you his heart.
Yeah.
Like
it
he's
wasn't
not
even
afraid.
about him. It was,
No,
he
it's
wants to
not
put it on
about
somebody
him.
else. That's dope.
So, and
Shout
he's
out to
so
A
cute.
Fam, man. Yeah, keep it going. Keep going. Mine is Mark. Supreme Dreams, the creator of RDC World, one of the biggest YouTube groups out right now for anime and pop culture. This man right here has put an entire team on his back and has, you know, grown them all. Okay, he is not a solo star. He makes sure that the entire team eats. They don't go anywhere without him. Like he doesn't go anywhere without them. You know what I mean? He has made all of them household names. The RDC world, he's big in the anime world. Here is a convention that they have thrown. It's their 4th year now that they've done. DreamCon, 30,000 people this year in Texas.
Wow. They started that?
They started themselves.
You're kidding me.
30. That's how big they are. 30,000 people now at this time.
Where's
the big
DreamCon?
in Texas? I went one year. Some of the biggest creators and influencers. Look at this. Are there to see him and his team.
And what's it about, DreamCon? Like, what's the
DreamCon,
premise of
so it's for anime gamers, people to come meet. So you can come, you pay your ticket, you come like just like any other regular Comic-Con, but you're meeting some of your biggest influencer, fans that you want to meet. They have different guests. I remember the year I went, we came with Sean Schimmel, the voice of Goku. They had him as a guest, so people can come meet them. Have gaming tournaments. Some of my good friends, shout out King Vader and Pierre, they do some of their film, trailer releases there, and it's have a big whole audience for it. It's a dope con for about 3 days that they do. But besides that, yeah,
what did they start off doing? Like what kind of content?
Anime skit content, and then
What's
they get
anime skit content?
So-
Like they are the live actors though. There's nothing animated on.
No. They
Okay.
pretend to be like, how some of the anime main characters act. How the side characters might act. If I was, this in the anime thing, that kind of stuff. Look,
Superman, you're just like one of my idols. I'm so happy to be in the Justice League. And even though like those 20 people died today, don't tell them that what you doing. Well, I thought you said go.
What y'all whispering about?
Oh, it's nothing, Superman.
No, it's about the 20 people that fucking died today, right? But it wasn't my fault though, Superman. Man, who the fuck was it then? You told me to guard the South Demons. How can I be there? Stop yelling. Stop crying too. Stop crying. Now, like I was saying, 20 people died. We need perfection. Where was everybody at? New guy, where were you at? Wipe that face off you right now. I'll took your ass right now.
All right, Clark, that's enough. You leave him alone.
Batman, what the fuck you gonna do about it?
You know what it is with me. I am the Knight.
Okay.
You know I plan for that shit, bitch.
Oh, damn.
Okay, I didn't plan for that one. Good shit, Superman.
Now, like I was saying,
they can do it
y'all
all.
must have forgot this is not my
Yeah.
plan.
But it's
I will blow
always
this
the
bitch
team.
fuck
No.
up.
He's the
this-
face, but everybody gets their shining moments, and he's been carrying them all for a while. Yeah,
This makes me feel like I stepped into. So you know how I love stepping into like the other world that I've created, like let's say Boxtown for the birds or
Yeah.
whatever. Watching their video is so. It makes you feel like let's say they're fans of these, Superman and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But they're like, oh, this is what I wish would have happened.
Yeah,
And they
absolutely.
don't just let it be.
Yep.
They create it. And I love that.
Yeah.
Like they're stepping into the world
Yeah.
and they're showing it more. And it's like, it's really inspiring for me because I feel like I have to show Boxtown more and what's going
You
on in this
should.
world that people,
you should.
but I love
Yeah.
that taking your vision into reality and
that's what they do.
crossing it. That's so inspiring.
Yeah.
So they did this, and then they created actually
Dreamcon.
that makes sense. Like it's like achieving your dreams and,
Yep.
and dreaming up what you didn't get to do and be and
And it's big.
lit.
It's a successful
we
one.
should go there. Where is it in Texas? Is it in Austin? It's got to be in
where
Austin.
was it? It wasn't Houston. What's another one? I went one
Dallas.
time. Wasn't you know what? I think it was
San
Austin.
Antonio?
No, it was Austin, I believe. I think it was Austin. 'Cause that's where
Wow.
they stay. They got like a really big house. They all stay together out there. They keep their community tight.
It was Austin.
You know? Yep, Austin.
We
yep.
just got to jump into.
There's
I
so
feel
much that can
like
happen. We just-
lucky
it's
to have.
consistency.
In New Jersey in
Yeah.
2017.
Oh,
Okay.
of course, New Jersey. New Jersey is so underrated to people out here, but I feel like New Jersey just has. You know, New Jersey used to have the film industry in it, like back before it was in Hollywood.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, New Jersey has like just like a lot of, I don't know if it's space or what, but there's just so many creative things over there because it's not quite in New York, but there's like a lot of,
Yeah.
yeah. But wow, I don't know. I feel like really motivated by watching that.
Yeah, they're dope. They're dope. Shout out to Supreme Dreams, RDC World. Keep doing your thing. Mark is they're dope. They're all great people. And they're still humble. They inspire me to keep going because that's the kind of
Yeah.
stuff I want to do. It's
I don't
switch it
know
up.
if it was that blinding light on me or what, but I just like zoned out and felt like I stepped into the universe right now.
What is it? Because it's cold?
I think, are you cold?
I mean,
wanna share
we're
my
all right. I'll be
blanket?
all right now. Me and Birdie be kind of cool.
What is this torture that they put us in?
I don't. This is Brian's fault.
What?
Hi, we're
Okay.
coming to you from CRE8 Studios in Antarctica. And
Yes.
Weather's great.
Live from the skating rink, the ice skating rink in the
North
God damn.
Today, we're going to talk about different ways of monetizing content, and we're going to have Lexi on, right?
Yeah.
What about you? Have you monetized your content at all?
Yes, I'm monetized on all platforms. I just finally got monetized again on Facebook. For Facebook Reels, finally.
But not the bonus program.
Not the
It's
bonus.
just
I don't
like
think
if
they
you-
have it.
No, if you upload a reel,
Yeah, you can-
it is monetized.
Yeah.
How's that doing, by the way? Like some of those shorts, and how many are you uploading a day? Because those are
I'm doing
verticals.
2 now because
Yeah.
since I got into the program,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, let me just give you all. So I try to make sure I stay on top with doing 2. I was just doing 1 a day just to try to build up
Yeah.
my Facebook numbers type of thing.
And
But,
how's it going?
I think it's going all right.
Can you make a living off it?
I don't know yet. I know people do. I haven't gotten
Off
the
Reels?
numbers. I think so. People, like Lexi was, people, she was making stuff off a live stream. She'll tell you when she gets here.
You can
I try
live.
to. What happened? What happened?
They know what happened. That was funny. I was uploading on Facebook. You know what I was uploading? Landscape.
Yeah.
Landscape shorts. Like they would only be like 35 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And I was also uploading reels. And yeah, you can make really good money on it. And the other thing that I saw somebody do.
Sorry.
Guys,
Have you never seen that, Marlene?
Is that you?
Yeah.
Down there
all the time.
with those
I
boobies?
like being the 9.
How do you have cleavage?
Maybe
How do you have cleavage there? Oh, you were fantasizing about wearing that shirt.
I was.
can use me as a vessel. I
You haven't been yet, but you have.
Yeah, use me. Well, my cousin just pulled up. He's a professional at 69. Hey, Luigi.
Luigi, I don't think that's. Oh!
You ready for this one?
That's when pretending to be able to get into the sleepover goes wrong, Marlene. I'll have you know those videos went viral. They did. Turned me into a meme on Twitter.
What are you talking about? Of course they
They
did. Brian
turned me
couldn't
into
peel
a
his eyes
meme.
away from it.
What's this one?
What is this? I need to get some
No, you
audio.
don't. No, you don't, Marlene. This is.
You're putting this on Facebook?
I should. I'm re-uploading all of my old hits.
Okay, unhook yourself. Unhook, let's go. Sir, unhook her. No, yeah, let's roll. Come on.
I'm throwing all my jams back on there. Okay?
Old people love it.
They love it.
Handsy, player.
That's good though.
Oh, no. Hey, player. Okay, hey. Unhook yourself. Unhook, let's go. Sir, unhook her. Down, yeah. Let's roll. Come on. I'll meet you at the step.
Yeah, I have so much, I gotta throw it all up there. None of my new stuff. What happened, Marlene?
I don't know. I'm telling you, this light is taking me into new dimensions.
What?
And I am thinking that you might
the light.
be good at
The TV?
softcore.
Oh, no.
No, I love the light. Don't take away the light. I actually love lights in my eyes.
What?
Yeah, I love light just burning my eyes. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, it is. Why?
I don't know. I love lights on me.
I don't think you're supposed to do that, though.
Are you surprised, though?
I'm not surprised, but I just feel like you're not supposed
I
to
don't know.
allow all that.
Okay, I do get mesmerized by lights. Like, I have to be really careful. I get, like, seizure-y a little bit, but yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that's
Yeah.
what would happen. Yeah.
That's what happens. I get zoned out, and I'm like, whoa. And then later,
Okay. And then you come right back.
yeah.
Okay. Do you sleep with the lights on?
No, but I don't sleep with,
Right.
I don't sleep with, like, curtains. I need sunlight. Sunlight has to be everywhere. Everywhere. I took all the curtains out. There's no curtains on the door. Everywhere.
So at night-
Sun everywhere.
So when you're ready to go to sleep early, it's still bright
What do you mean by
outside.
go to sleep early?
What time do you go to sleep?
I don't think I've ever been asleep before 1 a.m.
Okay, so it's nighttime still all the time, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
I say if you want to just go lay down, like, oh, it's 9 o'clock, I'm ready
No.
to go to sleep. The sun's still out.
What the
There's no-
hell? Do you go to sleep at 9?
There's no way. Brian goes to sleep at like 10.
Yeah.
No wonder
I
the
do.
Look, saying it goes to
no
10.
wonder the chat's like crickets at that time.
Oh yeah, they're out of here. There's no, my mind won't even allow me to fall asleep before like 12. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know how. I get like real excited later on at night.
I'm
'cause
watching something's
Yeah.
happening.
it's like quiet
I'm just
time.
not.
Finally, the birds are in bed. It's like, you know.
They have a bedtime?
Yeah, they have a bedtime. They get like upset. But, and they get FOMO and they get cranky and all that.
that's a
But
lot.
I just want to tell you, at 1:45, these outdoor birds start chirping.
In the middle of the night?
Yeah, 1:45. And that's when I start, like, that soothes me to sleep. I'm like, oh, my birds are out. Like, I love that.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Now I know.
Yeah.
All right, Marlene, let's get into it. You know, we got a special guest here. We already talked about it. The incredible Lexi C. You know, one of my homegirls. She is phenomenal, an amazing talent. She's doing her DJ thing right now. Let's stop talking about it. Let's bring her in before this bird get a hold of me real quick. Come on in here, Lexi.
This week's guest is a triple threat, coming to us from Los Angeles, California. Whether she's modeling bikinis on Instagram, acting in films and TV, or DJing raves across the land, she's here to share how she discovered her many talents. Joining us this week on the Creators Podcast is Lexi C.
Hey.
Oh,
What's up?
look at that.
Yeah, I'm out here. I'm a Crocodile Dundee out here.
Safe. I can touch.
I don't know.
So this bird won't bite you, but the bird is a little like weary right now of nails because he was with some.
You definitely got
I have the extra nails.
There is a way to approach like where the bird doesn't realize the nails, but the bird won't bite you. The bird's super nice. You could sniff the bird. You want to sniff the bird?
Sniff the bird.
See what the bird smells. Right up the beak. The bird won't bite you. Smells real good.
Ooh, do you brush its teeth? No. Wait, they don't have teeth, do they?
Y'all tripping. Ain't no way I'm putting my nose
Yeah,
that close to that beak. I'm
You're
not
missing
doing
out
that.
on a good sniff, Lexi.
It's like
Tell us. I want to see what you say.
is it like a musky?
Yes.
That's like, yeah.
It's addictive.
Yeah.
And they all birds smell, all species of birds kind of smell different. A lot of Amazons have that musky perfume.
I don't want to smell this bird smelling like speed stick.
Smell the bird.
No, I can't.
Sniff the bird. Kenny.
Because you understand. You also have to understand the way we've set up right now. It just don't seem possible. I really don't even want to move my
Kenny.
Nah,
What do you
I
need? A
don't.
chiropractor?
Yeah, I think I might.
Turn
I
your
got
head.
headphones. Nah, I just.
You had it right there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
If I can do it,
Right there.
you can do it.
That's it. That's as good as it's gonna
You
get.
didn't smell the musk?
I think I did.
I think that he wiggled
think
his nose and
I
pretended.
did.
Disappointing.
I got the scent. It's cool.
No, you'd be
You'd be impressed.
You'd
Do
be
you
impressed.
have any pets?
No.
None.
No.
Never growing up, you had
I had a cat, 2 cats.
You had 2 cats?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. And you and your sister, y'all shared them? Or
Angel and Blue. And then, yeah.
Do you want
really
more
sad.
cats?
I would love, but right now I don't think I'm responsible enough for like the whole pet thing.
Yeah.
What? You're not responsible?
She's
Oh,
traveling.
hello. Have
She's
you
like
met
on
me?
her way out today. She's
Literally.
You can't take the cats with you? Is that like a thing? Don't you do that?
Like
You
carry
take
it in my purse.
Yeah.
like,
Do people
Well, it
you
looks
travel
like
with the
Kenny,
birds?
Not really. Kenny takes Thor everywhere.
I
his
try
dog.
to.
Oh.
I try. I want to. I really would if I could all the time.
And I'm pretty sure everyone's.
See? See what I'm saying? You never know. All right.
Gotta go with confidence.
That's right. Okay.
Right.
I am
It
Jack
senses
Sparrow,
fear,
and this
probably
is
like a dog.
yeah.
Well, it's hard to explain, but birds, you have to approach them in a certain way, and once you learn like how that is, it's all about handling, and each bird is different. Like not just species, like each bird is different. So I already realized like when I want to go for
See, that's a lot. That's a lot to learn.
it's a lot.
in a
It's
short time span.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what
Well,
about
Lexi,
you?
I know
We're
how you
interested in
been.
you.
How
I'm
have you
great.
been? I have not
I
seen
have
Lexi
not seen you in so long.
pre-COVID probably. Okay.
No, yeah, actually.
It's been a
You're right.
while. It has been a while.
A lot of catching up to do.
You know, I met Lexi, one of our good friends, a mutual friend, RJ Kyler. Shout out to RJ. He's an amazingly talented actor. He had his birthday at a skating ring. He loves to skate. I can't skate. Lexi can skate. Saw Lexi. I'm like, she is phenomenal. I know she does things, and I was correct. She does. She act. That was my first thing. I knew she acted and modeled from there. And from that point, that was probably like 6-7 years ago. I've watched her skyrocket into various, situations and moments and creativity to where she is now as a DJ. Give us the breakdown. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. Let them know.
I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania originally. I noticed your like black and yellow eyeshadow. I was like, yes,
Black and
feel our
yellow, black and
colors.
yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
But I started off in the acting world since I was younger. Even doing like some reality TV shows, and I was
When you were
kid,
younger?
like,
Did you?
Yeah.
What
I
reality?
was on
Reality TV show had
like,
kids?
like TLC pageant reality shows and stuff.
Dang, I wish we
so
had that. I wish we didn't know.
embarrassing.
Dang.
No, it's not. Be proud.
It's
That's
hilarious
cool.
though, going back and watch. So like that's like, how I kind of got into like like I like being on camera, So
Yeah.
from there I got into the acting stuff, moved to New York City the day I graduated high school, and then from there made my way to LA.
You moved to New York the day you graduated high school?
Yeah. On the mega bus with a luggage.
She had no time to waste.
Clearly.
She was
Jesus.
like,
Have you guys ever taken
Parents said, get out of
Yes.
here.
Have you ever taken the mega bus?
I've taken buses all over the East Coast. I took a 4-hour bus from Connecticut to New York City.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think
I'm
I
an
took
East
the
Coast
mega
girl, too.
bus
Same.
So
from here to Vegas. They got one from like here to Vegas or something, right? Is that the mega bus?
Probably, yeah.
He's
Okay,
like,
I think
it
I did that.
exists, but
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever
He's
been
too
on a
bougie.
bus because
He's
I'm from
definitely
LA
cheap for a bus.
and no one gets
I'm
on a bus
definitely
in
bougie
LA.
now. No, I'm with it. I have never rode the bus back then, and not till I moved to LA. But at 18, that's crazy. I would.
Oh no, I was back and forth on that mega bus since I was like 12
Okay.
for
wow.
auditions. Like I would have auditions, my parents' work couldn't take me.
Yeah.
Send me on the mega bus right after school.
'Cause they were in
Lex, you
New
have
York, right?
a Law and Order audition.
Nice.
You got to be there, So I'd take the midnight bus, get there in the morning, go to my audition, wait for the bus in this gross street with rats running around alone
Yep, that's
in
New
New
York.
York City.
That's New York.
And get on the bus, get there back to Pittsburgh in the morning, and go straight to school in the same outfit I had on for like 2 days.
Oh yeah, you
You'd go to school?
You was determined.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
the grind,
That's commitment,
the grind
people.
We
never
used to
stopped.
take the day off. My mom, because we lived in New Jersey and we'd go to auditions in New York because we were like child models. And so, like,
Who was we? You and your
me and
sister?
my brother. No, me and my
Your brother?
Yeah. Yeah.
Him?
Yeah.
What?
I'll bring
Now
up
you and your
some.
sister, I'm like, okay, yeah. People probably thought y'all were like, Gerber babies and like twins and all that.
No,
but-
my brother was the star of the family always. Like, he's a really good dancer. Like, he's a good performer. Anyway, never mind. I get you. But there's no way I could go to school after that day. Like,
well,
back
I'd
and
already
forth.
missed the day for the day of the audition. So then, Lexi, you have to go to school. I was getting truancy letters because I would have to miss school for
What's a truancy letter?
That's when you miss too much school. And they like try to take
never
you to
missed
court.
a day of school.
So we went to private school growing up, and my family, like, I threw a fit. I was like, I want to go to the public school. In private schools, that wasn't a thing. So when I switched to the public school, my mom's like, oh, like, I didn't realize you can't just like write a note and everything's good. So
Really? I thought it would be the other way around. Private school is like, hey, it's super strict. Public, like, I don't care. You're not coming in? Don't come.
No,
Maybe that's just
private
Detroit
school,
public.
you're paying for privilege. You're like,
So they don't care.
And it's
going-
the state. Like, the state will, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that I've always been on this grind, and it's still going.
So what about like social media? Like, so as an actor, I feel like there was this major time when actors are like anti-social media. And,
I am
you
all
know,
for it. Yeah,
so
I know.
How did that come about?
I feel like the times have changed.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So much.
Absolutely.
And I know a lot of people like in the film industry sometimes look down on that, but I totally disagree. I think that any way to get, you know, yourself out there and to showcase your talent is worth it.
Yeah.
So I'm all about like capitalizing on social media. I think entertainment industry has all kind of like come together as one, including social media and, you know, music, TV. So
when go
I
ahead,
start.
because I was going to say from New York to LA, when did that become about? Because I feel like you got here with social media already a thing.
No, I started social media when I got here more so. I was
Okay.
doing a little bit. I started off in the live streaming world.
You did.
Yeah.
I forgot about you. You were really big.
What were you
in
live
the live
streaming
streaming world too?
I was live streaming on LiveMe and YouTube. I started off on that app called LiveMe.
Yep, I remember LiveMe. I used to do LiveMe. Did you do LiveMe?
I was like,
LiveMe was big.
yeah, I'd gotten to LA. I like got a job as a hostess, and I quit like a month in because I was just
You was killing LiveMe,
making
yeah.
all this money on streaming.
So how does that work? Give us that for streaming. How,
Okay.
as just as streaming, because
Yeah.
you've been streaming, and I am shy. Marlene says she's shy as well. I don't really believe it as much, but I would love to stream. I should hop on Twitch and things of that magnitude. But how do you even go about it? What's like a typical day with that?
It's bizarre, and I feel like I was in it before. Now I feel like it's getting more popular and it's like more normal. But my dad used to be like, it's like online begging, because you're like on these apps and there's these like little emojis that pop up that people can like buy with coins. So that's like the way you can make money streaming. So if they like the content you're doing, they'll send you a, you know, at the time it was like a castle, and the castle would come up, and I'd be
castle
like,
was crazy money.
Thank you, Joe Smo. Like, and they just wanted to hear you say that, you know what I mean? So that's kind of how, like, I got into all that, and then that took me somewhere that I did not expect. I don't know if you guys know of Ice Poseidon, but he's...
I do know Ice.
Yeah.
I met Ice maybe twice through someone else who's like a huge fan of streaming. Huge.
The streaming community also is like...
And
one
it's
of
a
kind.
big. It's
Tell me what one of
like
a kind
especially
is.
the community I was in was oh my gosh, with the Ice Poseidon stuff, like
A lot of drama with him.
oh my gosh, I was,
Was
in
it?
the I was in the FBI raid. I was
give us this.
We
Give us
lit-
this.
yeah,
Wait,
we-
is this
Wait,
the thing
Brian-
where they had people call cops to
Yeah.
raid in the middle of their live stream to...
You know
this
this?
was worse though.
Yeah.
This
Brian,
was
you know
worse.
Ice Poseidon?
Yeah, I've heard of him before.
Okay, yeah.
I
Give us
didn't
the
know
story.
This was
was,
a huge
yeah.
thing. We lived in this insane, like $7 million mansion, and there was like I was the only girl in the house, and it's all these guys who are like gamer nerds and stuff.
Yep, definitely. They're definitely
whose
that.
audience just gets off of like being cruel and evil. So they called in. There would always be like the SWAT team raids while we're streaming and stuff, but that was like nothing compared. This one was a huge deal. It's 6 a.m. I just got back from the club. You know, I'm lit, like still in my party dress.
Yeah.
And I fall asleep on the couch. I wake up to 30 FBI agents with guns and spotlights breaking down our door. And I'm like the first person to see it because I had fallen asleep.
You thought you was dreaming,
I
huh?
was still
You was
lit,
drunk? Yeah,
too, you know? So I was
you
like,
thought you was in the
what is
Matrix.
going on?
He was in the Matrix right there.
Yeah, I was like, like, oh my gosh, like, what is going on? Thank God I was still a little lit from the night before, or else I would have been terrified.
Yeah.
Like, you know, definitely I was a little more calm. And
This is it, right?
Yep,
This whole
FBI raid. Yep, it was insane. So we all got handcuffed for 6 hours. And we had to sit on the floor in the freezing cold outside, handcuffed for 6 hours, all because some crazy fan like called in and made fake reports about absurd things.
How do the fans even find
Our address was like,
Googleable? It was
yeah.
easy. It was
So there'd be like fans outside our house all the time. It was kind of scary.
Let's go back real quick. I got a question for you. How do you end up in that house in the first place? Like, let's talk about, you start live streaming, you work at a restaurant. How do you go from like 0 to building up the fans on live stream?
Right. So the app that I was on, Live Me.
Yeah.
I was streaming about like 3 hours a day, and I actually got picked up by an agency who, you know, kind of guides you and like promotes your channel. So that definitely helped. So then when I was huge on there, that's when I was approached to come on like Ice Poseidon streams.
Yeah.
And then from there, they're like, oh, you should move in the streamer house. Like, the fans love the pretty girl to make fun of.
Yes, they do. Yeah,
So
I know
that
they
agency, do they like, I know a lot, once you do this kind of stuff, you get approached by a lot of people, but how did you know like which agency to go with, or like,
So I actually
if it was worth it?
Right. I was just on like Actors Access submitting myself for
that's interesting.
for acting
Yeah.
gigs, and I came across this. I had no idea like what the live streaming thing was about. But so I went to the audition not really knowing, and I was like, I realized, I can make money on this. I'm like, much rather do this than work at a restaurant.
What was the restaurant?
So State Social House.
What is that?
When I was in
you worked at State Social
yeah,
House?
but when I lived,
I was just there because my brother does stand up there.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, like on Monday nights.
I've never heard of this place.
When I was in New York, you could serve alcohol at 18. So I was like bottle girl, shot girl, like making all this money. I come to LA, you can't serve like at like a bar unless you're 21 or whatever. So I'm like,
that makes sense.
What is
the
this?
law.
No tips.
The law.
Yeah. So I was like, ooh, this is not enough money.
You rather be at home.
Yeah.
You know, in your comfort.
Sitting on my bed, being an idiot on live stream.
Wait, so for those of you who don't know that are not in the acting world, because we usually cover social media, Actors Access is the breakdown services where actors go online and submit themselves to auditions. They still have agents and such, but you can submit yourself to auditions, let's say things that me and KP might put on, or anybody and everybody. So the worlds were colliding for her. She was like submitting yourself. Were you making money from live before that?
Before
you went on that audition?
No, I didn't really know much about the live streaming thing.
So you booked it and they became like your agent.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like, okay, like using this app, and then like I was like realized, I can actually make money on this.
What did they do? Like take a commission?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they're taking that.
No, of course, but you don't know if they're like.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
But
get
they
into these things and they want to charge you up front.
For
They
sure.
want to take a, you know.
But they get you more though. Some of the agencies, because I was up under an agency on Live Me and Brandon, and they came to us and was like, hey, you guys got some girls? You got girls? You know, you guys can start. You can become agents and work under us, and you get a percentage of of all of the girls, kind of thing. So we had like 7-8 girls for Live Me, rocking and rolling. You know, we used to have them pull up to the house, and everybody live streaming different rooms, get it going. We had a schedule and everything. Shout out to Live Me.
Wow.
That was Big O. Big O was the thing.
Oh yeah.
So you're making a lot of money on it suddenly. Did that happen fast, or did it take a
pretty
few?
quick. Pretty
Wow.
quick. Like when you do, I feel like this goes with any platform. When you're super consistent, like for live, it was 3 hours a day, but for TikTok, like 1 hour a day, or 3 videos a day.
Yeah, that's what you do.
In a month, you're,
That's what you were doing 3 videos a day for TikTok.
Yeah, I was doing.
Is that the sweet spot? You feel?
I think so.
Still,
yeah.
or like
I'm
back
kind of slacking right now on my 3 videos a day, but
Oh,
I'll get there.
You don't post anymore?
Do you feel like it still works? 3 videos a day on TikTok?
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good.
Consistency.
Like fresh.
Same with Instagram Reels. I feel like Instagram Reels, like 2 a day is the sweet spot.
Okay.
But yeah, because I mean, I've worked with I've done marketing for a lot of brands too, and that always seems to work. I have a marketing degree from Penn State University, so
You finished school?
yeah, can you believe it? Fun
You know
fact.
why?
Why?
People are gonna hate. What am I gonna say? She's an East Coast girl.
Oh,
when
I'm
I
from the East
moved
Coast.
here, I was like, "Where are all the graduates? Why do none of my friends have degrees? And
Yeah.
if they do, why is it taking I was 21 and done and out? Like that was not acceptable on the East Coast.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Where? None of my friends had like.
Well, that's good of you. That's great. I didn't know
People are
that.
gonna hate me,
Yeah.
but I feel that is.
Yeah, no, and it's come in handy. Like, I'm not the one that's like, oh, everyone has to have a college degree, but it has come in
that's true.
handy. The
Yeah.
information, that I learned,
Definitely.
and because that is marketing, goes
Yeah.
hand in hand with, and I always say, oh, like I would never work a 9 to 5, but just because I'm not working a 9 to 5 doesn't mean that I'm not using that information in my everyday
Right.
life, especially with social media.
I should throw in so people don't get mad at me. I have a new respect for the no degree people because actually
Yeah.
I actually think that somewhere in their lives, like I learned a lot about like their can be better hustlers. Whereas sometimes we think, oh, we have to do this thing. We were
Yeah,
like
'cause we
convinced
were-
to get a
Right.
degree, and then
Yep.
we think we're gonna go get this
Right.
job that's gonna make money. Where these guys are like, I ain't got time for this. I gotta go hustle it. And
I kind of wish I would have came out here at 18 straight to LA from Detroit. It'd be a whole different ball game. But
Yeah.
I cherish my college days. Those were great times.
I didn't have the traditional college experience.
You didn't stay in a dorm?
No. Oh my God. My college experience, I feel, because I did all online because I was auditioning all the time, working on stuff here. So I was all online. But my college parties were like
Penn State
getting
had
lit
parties?
in LA, getting lit with like all the influencers.
Oh, yeah.
Like I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
that those are like made up for like college pardy.
Yeah. Who are some of the most fun influencers to hang with?
Oh, we used to go so hard at Cameron Dallas's house.
Nice. Do you know who Cameron Dallas is?
We would have
Marlene don't be knowing.
Great
Marlene doesn't know. Give us another one. Marlene don't be knowing
no,
anybody.
don't give me any because I don't know any.
Goodness, give me another one.
House,
You know
we would
Jake
all
Paul?
be
Yeah.
partying.
No, yes.
It was fun. That was like I feel like
Yeah.
totally made up for like
Okay, so you're
the
living
non-traditional college
in this
experience.
house, and these guys come with guns and
Oh, yeah,
I
we
mean,
back to the Ray story. Yeah.
No, like
yeah,
seriously,
for real.
what do you do from that moment? And like, are you mentally
It's
like,
traumatized. Is it
yeah, like, tell
traumatizing?
us.
Do you even want to
like
be?
I said, I was still drunk when I woke up. Thank God. Because I think I would have been terrified. But instead, I was like cracking jokes. So like 30 FBI agents. I'm getting handcuffed. There's the
Don't
FBI
even know why.
agent that was handcuffing me was so hot.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm like, ooh, these are more intense than the handcuffs I have at home.
Gee willikers.
all my like fellow influencer streamer friends are like, Lexi, shut up. And I was like, I'm one of those people who puts on chapstick like every 5 seconds. If I don't have my chapstick, I'll go crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like sitting there in handcuffs. I was like, I just want my chapstick. Like they're like, Lexi, shut up.
Yeah.
We're like all gonna go to jail if you don't shut up. Thankfully, the hot FBI agent was like, where is it at? I'll get it for you. I was like, yes, sir.
I bet he did.
I'm telling you, I was at the bungalow the other night in Santa
it there.
Monica, and these two girls were so trashed. They end up getting handcuffed, right? But all of the fire trucks come. All the guys were like so hot, and so they're like, I'm like, this is
The
so
fire
LA.
trucks came for them.
Yeah,
I
they
was
come
that-
for everything here. The fire truck comes for everything here. That's
For
the
two drunk girls?
That's what I asked when I first moved here. I'm like, why? Where's the ambulance? Why does the fire truck always come? I don't get it.
I don't know what they have
apparently
going.
There's girls at a bungalow who's available to come.
Oh.
Like who's gonna come?
Oh, that
Fire department.
Yeah. Did you stay in the house long after that?
Oh no, we got evicted after that.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, Brian. As you probably should have, guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you
It
do
was
from
wild. From there, I was homeless. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but for real.
You might have been.
For real though, I actually was
No, I
thinking
just-
like this is all paid for, right? By
Right.
somebody
Right.
for
Our
you guys to
investors
be
and
in
everything, yeah.
Exactly. And now it's like you're in LA. It's no joke. It's expensive.
Heck yeah.
People think like influencers are so rich and there is opportunity to make money, but you're talking about bills that is non-comparable
Yeah.
to anywhere else. People can't even fathom the amounts that people have to come up with to live here.
No, it's rent here is ridiculous.
what'd you
But
do?
yeah,
Look at this.
I
Nice
was
say right here.
subleasing my apartment for the duration of the time that I was in that house. So I just, ended that and went back to my old place. So
Okay, so it
wasn't
worked
bad.
out.
She's smart.
It worked
Yeah,
out.
she knew what she was doing.
Yeah,
she knew it was
I
probably
knew-
a time. You knew it was like a
Right,
time on that
right,
kind of thing. Yeah. You still talk to those guys?
Yeah, here and there, here and there.
Nice.
They're crazy.
I didn't even know they still streamed because at one point I saw that Ice Poseidon like moved to like Tokyo or something
he
like
got,
that.
like kicked out of LA. The LA film department came after us too and said that we weren't allowed to stream in our house
Wait.
without paying the permit.
In general, in any house you're at, that house.
Oh.
Like in LA, like
Oh, wow.
because we were, I guess, like his fans just cause so much ruckus. Like that is a very toxic community. And same with like when I was doing videos with the Face Clan, like
You know what the Face Clan is,
these
Marlon?
gamer communities.
Stop exposing me, Kenny.
Oh, well, I
Just
gotta
be
ask.
quiet.
I gotta ask. Brian, you heard of Face
Be
Clan?
quiet.
No.
Okay, well, Brian didn't know.
Really? I thought everyone knew. Oh, there I am.
There she is. Do you remember your first TikTok that you did?
I remember the first one that blew up.
Oh, that's
What was
good.
the first
Let's
one that
see
blew
that.
up? Yeah.
It should be pinned at the top of my.
This one?
No,
No.
scroll down. It has like 6 million views. It was a.
I think when it's on these, it doesn't pin
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, it's tough on this. And I remember you were also doing videos with Suburban. Did that help? Does getting together as a creator, collabing and connecting with another creator, and you guys consistently doing things together, does that help?
Totally.
Okay, give us that breakdown.
Suburban Prince and I, he's one of my best friends.
You kissing somebody right there? What's going on here?
Oh, that's like a fake kiss.
Okay, and see right there
Okay,
again.
come on. Don't be calling me out like that.
What? I didn't know. I just see her.
I'm kissing another boy there.
Oh Lord, what's going on here? What shirt he got on?
This was like, oh, yeah, clearly. Okay, that's
Kenny wants to wear that tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in the gym.
I'll wear that. I
This
don't
was
give
a
fuck.
step bro video. Like we were pretending to be like,
Oh yeah.
I think, I don't know. We were doing that content for a while. But one of the first videos that went viral was with Suburban Prince, and I was in like a handstand and I had on yoga
Oh, I did.
pants.
We saw that. You know what? I did. Yeah.
And the comments are hilarious. Everyone thought I was a guy because I like had my cheeks squeezed because I was like in a handstand and you couldn't see my face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It
we're not
should be-
gonna. It's probably
it's
it's tough. It's
way
gonna be tough
down,
to
like,
find
yeah.
right there. Yeah.
Did you know it would go viral? Did you have a
Oh
sense
no,
about
we
that
were
video?
just like it was during COVID. We were just making videos every day.
Yeah.
Bo Suburban Prince would wake me up every day and pretend like he was Abby Lee Miller and make me do TikTok dances, and that's how like I got started with like TikToks.
What kind of
specifically.
content did you feel was your niche, or did you kind of stick with majority of the time?
Just like I was just doing a lot of the trends at 1st,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and his channel was comedy. So yeah, I think we're getting to the video.
Marlene,
there,
you not
but
cold?
I am.
Lee, you're
I'm
not.
sweating.
What? Bro, I'm over here. Look, my nails turning blue. Lee, I'm like, Leo,
my
he
God.
tripping in here.
She came in with this big sweater.
Well, that's the merch.
Yeah, the merch.
Yeah,
Shout out
let's
to the
see.
merch.
Show us your merch.
Okay, this is the merch.
Oh, that's
my
beautiful.
hand. It's like the.
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
really
Like
cool. That's
the
really
what?
creative.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
Of course, I had
Oh,
to make it sexual.
oh, Lord, I didn't even get that.
Oh, I didn't get that part, but yep.
Now I get
A
it.
lot of people, until I pointed out, they're like, "Oh, maybe it's because the nails, you know."
Yeah, okay.
But-
Well, I don't know. So you just started that merch line.
Yeah, it's about to drop.
Nice. We're gonna get all that info.
So
Yeah.
what do you do for a merch drop to let everybody know it's out? Do you have like a
So-
texting system that you've got everyone signed up
this is
for?
the video that everyone
Oh,
thought.
I saw this video.
Everyone thought that I was a guy. They were like, "Is
Why?
that James Charles' butt?" Because I don't know. But
I did not think you were a
look,
guy.
I would've-
yeah, this was like At least my feet aren't dirty. I did one handstand video where the bottom of my feet were like
Oh
black.
yeah, they point that out. We gonna point that out.
But where were we?
Your merch drop.
Oh,
So like,
okay,
what's
so
your technique for
now
announcing it?
For this, like obviously there's the TikTok shop now, which
Oh, yeah,
is
TikTok
where you
shop
can,
goes great, yeah.
You know, launch your own stuff, and so that's like a great way for creators to make money. Obviously, Instagram has that as well. So I'm just gonna like utilize those, and with my posts, putting like you can tag the merch right there, so that people, you know, can go straight to it. So
I've been wanting to do merch. I know you have merch already.
I feel like that's like any business.
What you done did, Bird? What do you do?
Wow, I'm surprised.
Did he do anything?
He's chewing on the cord.
Oh, he'll be
He
all
wants
right.
you to pet his head.
I will.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. Do the other hand.
His tongue is
Yeah, there you go. He was trying to get your attention. I haven't even had this bird for like a few hours, and I know.
Yeah, you're so.
Uh-oh. Too many hands at once.
The bird's
It's
like,
the nails.
you know, they really do get like prefer one sex over the other. This bird seems to really like males. I mean, I don't think our nails help the situation
Right.
at all, but I have gotten all my other
I'm
birds
feeding my
used to it.
friend's lizard right now, and every time it thinks my nail is a piece of food, and will like.
Yeah.
Yes. At least someone does. Yes. What?
But yeah, I feel like with any business, like selling anything,
Yeah.
it's so important. So for people who aren't necessarily like looking to be influencers or whatever, if you have a business of any kind, I feel like you need to be taking advantage of social media, or else you are missing out on so much.
100%.
I need to figure that out.
Do you, I saw, this may help you. I don't know, you may already have this, but I saw in one of my friends, you know, the drop down with the link tree, they had like a merch drop. So you can sign up right then and there, and it'll text you when any single item you want to drops. And I think that's very helpful, because like when we have something new and we send out like an email blast for people that have signed up on our website, that it's really an efficient push.
Totally.
So I
Nice.
think that would be even better.
Okay.
And really cool for you.
Definitely.
You know?
Definitely.
Lexi, let me ask you this. Do you ever get burnt out? You
Yeah.
came from your situation with the Ice Poseidon thing. Did you feel like after that, what do I do now? I run out of ideas to shoot. Sometimes my network kind of falls off, you know, because people, you know, people are flaky out here. You working with some people, then you're not the next day.
Right.
How do you navigate through these kind of times?
After the Ice Poseidon stuff, I did have a little bit of time where I was like, because it's really hard to do content by yourself, you know, like it's hard.
Energy
And,
is like,
yeah,
you have to
and it's
drive
like
your own train all the time.
When you're constantly in a house where everyone's, you know, doing content, like you wake up and you're going to be, oh, there's Suburban Prince. But yeah, you wake up and everyone's on the grind. So you're like, you know, if I'm motivated one day and someone else isn't, we feed off that energy and vice versa. So like being alone is totally harder. And like for a while I was doing, this is how I built my YouTube too, I was collaborating with the FaZe Clan like every day. Jarvis and FaZe K. So when they, like you said, they're there one day, and you know, they're running my whole channel, you know, editing all my videos, coming up with my ideas, like super helpful. But then like, oh, I don't know.
And in any moment, it can be like that.
Yeah, where do they go? It's just over.
It's
or
just
they move
over.
On?
Yeah,
It's
just
over
ghosted.
sometimes, you know?
You just got ghosted. You were like part of a team with them.
Yeah, and then
wait.
Listen, it's
Hold
tough.
on.
It's
No,
tough
no.
being a hot female sometimes in the industry, y'all. You know, because one time with you hear 1 minute and then next time
Tell
dudes
us
are
more,
gone.
Kenny.
About being a hot female?
Yeah, tell us. What have you experienced? And also, please don't stop scratching his head. He needs love because he lost his owner. You know,
Okay,
he's traveled
that's
all the way
tough.
from Florida. So
He flew here.
Yeah.
Oh, he ain't
On
like
a
that.
plane.
He ain't like that shit. He said, what?
Boy, are his wings tired.
Right.
a little fat to actually fly.
Touche.
I don't know. He might, yeah. No, so tell us what that's like. Okay, so you're not in a contractual thing with them at this point. You're just kind of like
it's
all
that's
hanging
the
out.
thing, like another thing, like I should have
Get your agreements together, people. Get your agreements in line.
But I was like excited to
I'm
work
like
with
that.
them. So I was like,
Yeah, 'cause they're
the
big.
go with the flow
Yeah.
kind of girl, which I have learned.
You were dating him at the moment too, weren't?
Oh.
Dating.
Is this why?
Or YouTube. You know, you do YouTube couples too. You
Hold
can
on,
do
you
that.
just opened a can of worms for me, Kenny.
Yeah, it
Hold
was.
on,
It
is
was
that
more
how?
of a. I don't. We haven't even like. We would do videos together. It's not like we were going on dates.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you were
But
like in the acting world. You
the
guys
whole
are
fan
dating.
base
Yeah.
thought that,
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
These people
okay.
believe anything on the internet.
They
But
do.
what? Okay,
Like,
so
it'll be the cheesiest videos, and people are like, oh, "They really did that!" Like,
Yeah.
like there was like, "Oh, crazy ex sneaks into the Faye's house.
Yeah.
I'm the crazy ex." Like,
Yep.
no, I didn't.
they do.
It
They
was
get
for the
into-
content.
Yeah, right now I'm getting all these messages like, "How dare you drop George and your new boyfriend?" I'm like, "Who's
Who's your new boyfriend?
I don't know. I don't know if they think it was Ty or
Who's
you.
Ty? What if it's me and I don't know? And they think it's me and people gonna start threatening me about this. I would
know.
like to be in the loop.
You and Birds. you
Yeah,
suddenly
they
are a
keep sending me
bird
birds. I
lover.
was just at your house. I'll be at Marlene's house now. I'm posting from there. They gonna think what's going on. But yeah, back to you, Lex.
Okay, fill me in because let's just treat me like a 5-year-old here. How do you wake up and create with these people? Are they like, "Yo, we should get together and create something sometime," and you're like, "Yeah," or is someone come and go, "Hey, we need X amount of videos. Can you come in and be that girl?"
So this is how it happened. I did a dating video. They did a Tinder dating video.
Nice.
Tinder in real life.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was one of the girls because I had known like one of the people on their production team. So they had me in and I was grouped with Kay on a date. And like just our part of the video went super viral. Like everyone was like dying over it. So then he was like, "Oh, well, I have to run with this, you know?" So then like every single day, also during COVID, I was there filming with them and they were like, "We're going to start your channel. We're going to, launch your channel and everything." And
You didn't even quarantine, huh?
Channel
just
you
said, "I'm
already
with the
had?"
girls today."
I already had a channel, but it really got a lot bigger when they took it over.
And they took it over
So
at,
they
like
were-
as a management and
Yeah,
like took a
pretty
percentage
much.
and like
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So
Yeah, good.
So we were running with that, and then just like boom, came to an end.
So how does it end? How did you get dropped?
They're like, "Oh,
that.
I was like, "Hey," like, because we were posting a video every single day.
Yeah.
On my channel, and I'm like, I don't hear from the editor. I don't hear from them. I'm just like, "Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
When's my next video coming out? Like, do I need to edit a
Yeah.
video myself? Like, I want to keep this momentum, you know?" And I just like don't hear back. And that really upset me because I was like, "Oh, this is like going to be really good for me." Like my channel grew
Quick and a lot.
so fast.
Because of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much did it grow?
100K in a month.
And so they just then what do you do? Do you say I got to make my own video?
I was like depressed about it and like unmotivated and like, oh my God, like sad.
How long did that last?
Like I put up a video that was like what really happened, and it was like me crying over like them just like
Yeah.
So
It's LA too, and it sucks.
put a link to that video in the
and I was like,
description.
it was COVID, like there wasn't a lot of acting stuff
Yeah.
going on, so this was like
That was your
me.
thing.
And I like and like
LA people
didn't
sometimes,
ever
yo.
see it, like,
Influencers are,
Were you scared to like make a video exposing the situation?
Well, I did make a video, but I wasn't like, I would never say, they helped me a lot. I would never say like super horrible things, like
it just sucks.
Like
stuff
we're
comes
still
from there.
friends now. It's been a while, but so
You
we
never
come back around. Like
figured out what happened at that time.
I mean,
They never
I think
called
it
and
was
said-
it was more of the people behind the scenes who
Yeah.
I think it was a guy who
Probably
didn't
loved
want
you.
me and K to have a
real thing. Probably
real
loved,
thing,
probably
but
loved her.
even though,
Probably
like-
loved her for real.
Yeah,
That's
like,
the problem.
I think that
happens a
what
lot.
that
happened.
girls have. That is
That's what I
the
was
main
saying.
thing. They're always coming to a block from somebody else
so
that
annoying.
that likes you and this and that, and that's why it's so hard,
It's tough.
especially music industry.
Oh
which
my gosh. I've
Which
had
you
my
jumped
songs
into.
that I've written and co-produced just dangled in front of my face.
Yep.
Like I'm finally getting to the point where I'm about to release, but it
Nice.
has been like so long of dealing with people who just like
Yeah.
you know,
Absolutely.
it's like
The bullshit of
really?
LA. It comes. It's a.
like
it comes to territory.
we can't just work on stuff and make
Yeah.
cool
No,
stuff.
you
You always
can't.
have to
the music
have a
industry
crush on me or
can't?
something.
is
Like
the worst and most notorious for that. That's the thing you will always come into in the music
true, Brian?
industry. Yes, for females.
Yeah.
It is the worst. It's much easier to be an actress because it's. So what you are doing? You're DJing. You're doing your
How
own.
did you transition to the
Yeah.
DJ?
Yeah.
Oh, so it was actually one of the producers I was working with, writing and everything, was like, oh, if you ever thought about DJing? And I was like, no, but I'll try. I went to Guitar Center. I got like a little
Nice.
CDJ 400, like, and I just became obsessed and was like in my room 8 hours a day, just
Damn.
like getting so good. Like the first month I was playing like all these big venues in LA, and like the other DJs who would be on the same gig were like, how long have you been DJing? And I was like, like a month. And they're like, it took me 8 years to play this venue.
How did you get the venue?
I started like, networking with, other DJs and getting like paying them for lessons.
Oh, nice.
I was like,
you spend the money.
I'm
You gotta
gonna
invest
pay
in
you
yourself.
so that you don't.
Yeah, you gotta invest
And that's
in yourself.
another
yeah.
thing with like being a girl. Like I don't want them to think, if I pay them, then they can't be like, oh, you owe me this
Yeah.
or that.
Right.
So I just found really dope DJs that are super talented, and they really like helped put me on. And I
Were they
appreciate
offering
them.
lessons, or you would contact them and
I
say,
was
"Hey,
just like,
do
hey,
you?"
I'm trying to get better, and so I would take lessons off of other DJs, and they were just awesome people.
Yeah.
Surprisingly,
You were
there is
proposing
good
the
people
idea.
in LA
Yeah.
because they really helped put me on to.
That's
school.
dope.
So to be clear, you were proposing the idea. It's
Yeah,
all like
it was
her
her.
marketing
It was from her.
idea. Like she's
Mhm.
like, "Hey, have you ever thought of teaching lessons?"
The transition.
Brilliant.
The transition.
Yeah. So
Why don't you show us a little something? We got a game
Oh.
that our producers put together. I don't even know what to call this game. Marlene, what do you call this game?
okay. So
What name is that?
guys, we got a little DJ deck
DJ.
here.
Yeah,
down.
yeah. DJing with DJ. What's your DJ name?
Lexi with a 3. L3.
Okay, all right. Marlene, what's your DJ name?
Oh, my DJ name is
Yeah.
MMC.
You've had this before? Like you just came up with that, or you knew? Okay.
Oh, you already had a DJ name.
Oh, my God. I should have
But
known.
it's my name.
Well, here we have, can we see it up there too or no? We have, this is kind of similar to probably what you do. I mean, it's not the same. It's spot on. But yeah, but we're going to see who
right.
can piece together
So-
the best track.
So should I give you guys a little
Give me,
lesson
please.
first?
We don't know
All right,
anything.
All right. So, I mean, let's see. I'm obviously going to go with like some EDM.
Because that's what you play?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that, is
Yeah,
that?
the boots and cats.
Boots and cats.
Oh,
Cats and
okay.
boots.
I know that song.
I don't really know these songs. Okay,
Good.
there
Maybe
we
that's
go.
better. That's an advantage for us.
I don't
Uh-oh,
hear
guys.
anything.
Oh, not the battery.
This is not plugged in.
You don't hear anything?
No.
I do.
Okay, so we have that song, and now we have to get one more. Let's see. So we're gonna pause that, and then we're gonna pick this song. What's Gucci? Okay, perfect. Do you hear? All right.
I can't dance too much. I got this bird on my shoulder. You don't hear the music, Marlene? Damn. I'm sorry.
All right, we got to match the BPMs.
Oh no, that's a lot. I wasn't
So
gonna. I
we're
wasn't
at
gonna.
128. That's actually my favorite BPM.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do all that. I was just gonna
Maybe I
pick
should
two
make you
songs.
guys
and,
go first. All right, this is a little different than
okay, then
a normal one. All right. So that's our first track.
Okay.
And then we have to cue in the next one. We're gonna wait for the drop to cue it in.
How can you tell when the drop coming?
And then we're bringing us up. It's a little off.
Oh, okay. I kind of hear.
So this is when we would do a jog wheel adjustment.
I know none of what that means. I was just gonna pick 2 songs and hope that they sound good together, and get my DJ Jazzy Jeff on.
You know I have a DJ set.
This is hard on this thing. All right, and then we fade the other one out.
Oh no, that was solid.
Who's first?
That was solid. All right, I'm ready to rock and roll here. Now I know what I want. Okay, hold on. Let me turn it off.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
You see what that? You see what I'm doing? Okay, let me.
Definitely softcore vibes. Oh.
You see how I went into that?
That was good, Ken.
You see how I did that?
Yeah.
I'm playing. Then you turn this off there, and you go here. Then you get it going. Then you turn it up and go crack.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that's all I got right there. But listen, y'all hit me up, DJ Hollywood K Pizzle out here.
Okay, Pizzle?
Okay, I do strip clubs, I do bar mitzvahs.
Okay, KP, I might have to have you on my next set. I might have to have you back to back. You killed that.
That's what I do.
You killed that. Don't leave me hanging over here.
DJ
He can't turn his head
Jazzy.
because he's afraid of the bird.
I for sure can. Bam. You can put it in the middle, so where it's Okay, I wasn't all right. I thought you was gonna pick, some dance hall or something. You don't like that?
No.
You gotta be gotta be a perfect song for you, huh? That the Cupid Shuffle?
Terrible.
Okay.
All right, I'm not mad at whatever this could be. Sound like Fright Night, but we'll go with it.
Shut up.
It scares me. What's about to happen with this? What's about to happen with it? It's not what I want to hear when I'm going to sleep at night.
No.
That's the kind of song right there that would. And I watched the scary movie last night too, and I shouldn't have.
Wow, that is scary.
You scratching makes it scarier for some reason.
I know. It's like not exactly it.
Not what you was going for. That's okay.
No.
It's tough. It's tough out here. Oh,
I should
birdie.
just stick to.
Okay, that's a nice song right there. Yeah, I like that.
We're gonna.
That's better than that first one.
Yeah. We're gonna leave it here.
You made it scary again. Yes, we'll rock with that.
Yeah, see, she says.
Thank you for coming to the show. We really appreciate you. Can you let everybody know where they can find you, about your merch information, the next time they can see you when you're about to DJ, the whole 9?
Totally. You can find, is this?
That's you.
You guys can follow me on Instagram at Little Lexi C and TikTok at The Lexi C, and you can find all my show information and all my merch and everything that I'm up to on there.
All right, so today we learned a lot from Lexi. Some of the things I personally learned was that currently still vibing, posting about 3 videos on TikTok still can get you a lot of followers.
Absolutely.
About 2 videos on Instagram. Now, this is no, secret sauce. This is what she's saying. Lexi is saying that has worked for her.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool to always recap and see what everybody else is doing, right? We also learned the ins and outs of live streaming and having FBI agents come to your door.
Which is crazy. Yep.
Yeah. You know what else we learned, which was quite interesting? And I actually always was curious about this because I think about this in my head sometimes. And it might be good for a skit for Lior to steal. Since he walked in, I might as well just say it now so that he can steal it and we can be motivated. I always thought, because when I'm like drunk, I always go, I would be unaffected by XYZ drama right now.
Yeah.
What would that look like if I brought it into my life? Would I be really chill? She just confirmed.
30 SWAT team members.
30 SWAT team members at the door, and she remains calm under pressure because she might have thought she was hallucinating. Right?
We learned that.
So what else? Like, that's a good skit. Like, what else could you, would be less effective,
yeah,
scary.
We'll work on it.
Yeah,
we'll get to it.
Right, Leor's here now, so I want to spit it out there so he can file it and taunt me with it. That will be great.
He'll figure it out.
Yeah, he'll definitely do that. So I learned a lot. Did you learn anything else that you want to highlight?
I've known Lexi for a while, and I appreciate her so much. Thank her for coming so much. I just learned a little bit more in depth when it comes to her. I knew, all the things she already had going on. I kind of understood a little bit about the live me with the streaming aspect, but also one of the big things to take away is the networking aspect. Lexi's a huge networker.
Oh, you're smart, Lexi.
Huge networking. She's able to navigate into these rooms and situations with bigger creators and making it work for her. And nowadays, that's like a big thing to do. You want to get your collab game on, and ride it for what it can be. And, hopefully those relationships continue to flourish. So
that community that we're always being, kind of referring back to with every creator that comes on, there needs to be to build a community with your audience and also with other social media influencers really works. And I think she's also inspiring. You're also very inspiring to help us get off our game when we're burnt out, things like that. And also, I love that story about, just reaching out to DJs and saying, hey, can I pay you for your time? What a genius idea. If you don't get anything from today, that is something you can always do. It gives creators and other people the idea, oh, yes, I could sell this. Let me take my first one. They're offering me. Let me see how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, guys, if you want to have any say in who comes on, or if you found out who's coming on and you want to ask certain questions, don't forget to reach out to us at this email right here. You can also find us on social media, DM us. We love communicating, especially the 80-year-olds behind this podcast who feel like email is the best way to communicate with us.
I love them. I love them so much.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. Thank you all for watching.
Funky beat.